Hi Libra, welcome to your message you need to hear. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. Recommend a reader shout outs from our community post where you can recommend a reader if you want. I got two. One is The Flowering, and that her link is in the description box below, as well as Rich Locke, and his link is in the description box below also. Alright, so check them out if you have a chance, give them some love. Alright, so this is for Libra, the message you need to hear. Libra. Hello. Okay, so the bottom of this is going to be your energy, your thoughts, your disposition, your doubts, where you're at. And we've got the High Priestess. So is that, have you pulled back and you're in like a really intuitive type of place right now where you're just, the synchronicity is happening all around? Are you just shutting down from someone and pulling back to try and get some semblance of what to do? In a way, it's like consulting or like bringing both sides, the ego and the super ego. That's more than both sides. I get it. Forget the math. But the point is opposites in order to figure out what the next move is. But sometimes this isn't purposeful. It's just hanging out. Okay, why don't I pull some cards here? But this is all about kind of sitting and resting and seeing what comes up and being willing to look at both sides. It feels really languid, like you're not in any hurry here, Libra. Interesting. Okay, so we got 7 of Cups and we've got Death. That's 4, 7, 2. Okay. So this is confusion, things being overwhelming. Just there's a lot going on and some maybe decisions that need to be made. This is an ending and a transformation. So perhaps because of an ending, you're still processing it emotionally and you're like, I'm confused. I'm as lost as Big Dog and I need to just kind of go inward, withdraw. I need to figure this out, but I'm not in any hurry and I don't know what's what. I'm just letting stuff come up because this is me. Round and round I go. All right. So there's that ending. Things just got to be too much. 10 of Wands. 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Magician. Oops. Temperance. It could be Sagittarius, Pisces, or Cancer, Taurus, Gemini, or Virgo, and Scorpio. Doesn't have to be, just if you're dealing with anybody like that, very well could be them. Or they could factor into this reading, I should say. So, I think what they want to tell you is that this is a lot of work. It just got to be too much. And they were feeling cheated. They were feeling like they were not a priority. Or I should say it is, well, no, it's ended. There's been an ending. If not physically, like detaching from each other, somebody is emotionally detached, there's been an ending. And this is somebody, you two have been processing that, or you perhaps have been processing this for a while. This is an emotional process. On the other side of it is transformation, but going through it, it's pretty rough. It's a long time. It's round and round we go, and then we go here. It's like we're just kind of hitting all the stops here. All right, so they felt cheated or like they weren't a priority, they weren't respected, they weren't valued, and they're defensive about it. But is this somebody that also likes to be right? That they don't want to talk to you about it because they'd rather go with their pride intact, or being like, ha, I got the last word, or like I was right, finally, I'm finally acknowledged, I'm finally listened to, and they don't want to open back up again because they don't want to get shut down. This is someone that has, so this is kind of, okay, so this is the free-flowing, bubbling up from the soul type of information, right? This is clergy, faith, things being restored, balance, control, security, stability, things that have been in operation for ages, continuing to be in operation. So this is all about the things that always have been done and things that always have been are going to continue to be so through the order, natural order of the way things are, as well as the natural order of the universe. So this is faith or it's control and restriction. this is spirituality, or it's kind of this free-floating sort of awareness. So point being, both of these have to do with seeking solace and balance. They have that in common. So is this also where they're at, that you two have completely withdrawn from each other, that you both are kind of just processing and thinking about things? Because this probably was a very long-standing relationship. We got a 10 here. And you need to figure out what you, and I hate to say that because, you know, here you are here. I don't like to rush this. If stuff's starting to percolate, let it. Don't, you know, screw me. Don't listen to me. But when the time comes, it's going to be up to you to choose a direction and start to make what you want happen. You've got everything you need. Maybe this is a down period for you, but you're going to need to be the one to initiate everything. And they don't need to hear anything from you. This is an ending. This is, wow, this, yep, so you two are in your separate corners. Okay, all right. What's this 10 of Wands about? What's this 10 of Wands about? This was a hard won love. It got to just be too hard. Perhaps emotions got blocked. Or maybe it's like, you know what, I love you, but damn, this is hard. What's this 2 of Pentacles? I love you, but I worked so hard, you need to make me a priority. That's the 2 of Pentacles. The thing about I love you, but, or you're pretty, but, or you're handsome, but, or I enjoyed tonight, but, whatever you say after that negates the compliment. So why not just say it like, I love you, but I don't want to date right now. Or I had fun tonight, but I don't want to date. Why don't you say, thank you for tonight, I don't want to date. I love you, but you really get on my nerves. When you do that, it gets on my nerves. That's a lot better than I love you, but don't do that. That's reductive. That's diminishing. Sorry, I'm not saying you do that, but this is, I mean, I love you, but it's a lot of work. Don't say that. Don't diminish me like that. This is 2 of Pentacles. I'm not transferring. I'm just saying that, you know, you hear that enough and it's like, what are you doing? You know, be respectful when you talk. Don't do that crap. And they might not even know they're doing it, but just like, okay, you need to say this in a different way. What's this 2 of Pentacles? This is 2 of Pentacles. Wow. Hangman. Okay. Figuring out a new normal. The 2 of Pentacles often has something to do with someone feeling cheated or feeling like they didn't get the best out of the situation. And so this is someone that is trying to adjust to a new normal. This just got to be too much to bear. It was just too much. This relationship, this love, regardless of what you did, for them, for whatever reason, they saw this as being just too much. And they are trying to adjust to a new normal. They're trying to instill some balance and get things back on track for themselves also. And I mean, we got the Hangman and we got the Temperance here. This is about, and the Death card. This is about completely being hands off, Libra. So this is somebody that is pulling away or has stayed pulled away because they need to restore balance in their own life. Because whatever this was took quite a toll on them. Whatever love situation this was, quite the toll. What's this 7 of Wands about? The 7 of Wands. There's that pride again. Okay, this just jumped. So we got the Lovers. That could be Gemini, Taurus, or Libra. What's this 7 of Wands about? I don't like that jumping business. That jumped. 5 of Cups, disappointment. What's this 7 of Wands about? I want to pull it. What's this 7 of Wands about? It gets sassy. Oh, well, crap, that doesn't help me. Well, I mean, it does, but okay. Hierophant. So this Taurus, could be Taurus. Okay, so this could be that pride or that defensiveness. Like, I got the last word in, but I don't think it's that. I think this is someone that's wanting to maintain the advantage because they've kind of been through a lot, and they're like, you know what? If I re-engage, if I go back, that way madness lies. Right now, I've got distance as my advantage, and while I might be hurting and disappointed, I am trying to reestablish some balance here. I'm disappointed, I'm sad, but I need order and balance and security and stability to prevail. And I can't jeopardize how far I've come in this situation to go back and open up the can of worms. It looks like it, I mean, we got a 10 here. It's done is done. It just got to be too much. What's this Hierophant about? This could be marriage. Like I said, marriage stability, the stable sanctions of society. What's this Hierophant about? Waiting for somebody to kiss their feet. Just saying. We got bare feet there. What's this Hierophant about? Libra. Sagittarius, doesn't have to be, could be any fire sign, Leo or Aries. It could be somebody that is needing to take an executive or needs to make an executive decision, like they need to take the reins and take control of a situation. So this is someone that is really wanting to reestablish order, control, stability in their life. They're really wanting to create that. They're really wanting to get in charge and get ahead of that and start creating that for themselves. This could also be somebody that's going to be actively looking for a suitable marriage partner because this did not work out for them and they're quite sad about it. So this could be somebody that's actively looking for a their person. Even though they might still be broken up about this, they feel like they've gotten some distance from it and they need to just stay gone because that way madness lies. So we got 2 2s, that's accord. We got 2 7s, that is news. So for whatever reason, you two might have resurfaced in each other's lives again. But they're like, oh no, I'm staying gone. I'm not doing that. We got 2 5s here. 2 5s, vigils. So, interesting. So vigils, so somebody's probably in that meditative space, that real just kind of pulled back and processing and letting things kind of wash over them. This is more receptive and passive than the hermit. Okay, this is something like where you're kind of still just going around, if you're confused, something bubbles up from that. You start thinking about this, something else bubbles. This is purposeless. It's just a place you're in, right? It's like the energy you're in. This is, I wouldn't say actively going through it, but because of what has happened, this ensues and this ensues. So these two are probably a reaction of this ending and it's part of the transformative process. So they plan to get vertical, find another partner, another mate. They don't see you as someone to reconnect with. They're still very disappointed. They feel like nothing can be done and they just need order and balance reestablished. First and foremost, that keeps coming up. What's this? And the advice for you is to do the same. What's this Magician about? Okay, why? Well, obviously, I mean, no, stay where you're at. You know, don't progress, don't get better, right? Don't see your way through this. No, of course not. It starts with you taking action and making decisions and making future plans. You quite possibly, Libra, have been thinking quite a bit about this person. You know, I don't want to say obsessing because oh my God, I'm obsessed. No, but thinking quite a bit about your person because you're still in process of it. The time will come when you will be able to go, okay, I can start doing, oh God, baby steps, okay. I can start moving forward a little bit, starting to make plans and figuring out what I want to do and forging ahead on my own. I got everything I need, even though it doesn't feel like it. I am prepared, I am equipped, I know how to put one foot in front of the other to start moving towards my goals. This is not about waiting for the other person. Do not do that. This is about you striking out on your own and creating what you want, just as this person is going to do it over here. They do not need to re-engage or hear with you again, or hear from you again. They don't need to interact with you. I mean, I think they want to know that you are doing well, but they don't need you to reach out to them. They don't need anything from you, per se. So if you're thinking about doing that, just consider it again, reconsider it, because it's like some things are just better left the way they were left. This is Temperance about for Libra. Temperance. I don't know, this is a solid, steady, stable offer, but in light of this reading, it's also about feeling stuck It's also about staying in your corner and holding on to your offer and staying where you're at because you're secure there. So this could be all about the two of you staying in your separate corners and not proceeding any further. This knight is not moving. You see all the horse's feet are on the ground here. No, there's no movement. That's because you're secure and fine where you're at. And this is about restoring balance. So to restore balance, both of you stay where you're at and no movement forward. You concentrate on your own security right now. No offers, no connection with each other. None of that. What's this death about? This could be Scorpio. This could be Taurus, Sagittarius. What's this death about? Libra. What's this death? Man, know what it's about. The end of a stable, steady, or even the possibility, like, are we going to do this? Are we going to work this out? Are we going to move forward? And no, because this is about making those choices, the balance, the new normal. Someone feeling quite possibly like they're giving more than they're getting. Things weren't as balanced or as stable. This is in question. This happy, stable longevity with somebody. This, not happy, but stable, steady, solid relationship. There's been an ending because things never, were they ever stable, or was it just that somebody always gave more to the relationship and they didn't get it back? Somebody was not prioritized and things never were stable the way you may have felt they should have been. It could also be that there were you two never agreed on what made for stability and longevity in a relationship. There's a lot of work. We got the Two of Pentacles twice here. And it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work. All right, what would Libra's person say to them? What would Libra's person say to them? What would Libra's person say to them? Libra's person. Hello. I can't seem to find the right words to say to you. Well, don't. It's better that you don't, because that's just going to open up a whole other can of worms. And I don't mean to be disrespectful, but you two are good now where you're at. You're kind of in this pensive, receptive state, and things are processing and percolating. It goes from passive and inactive to kind of a flurry, but you're working through it. Best not to complicate it by reaching out. You two need to stay in your separate corners and not jeopardize each other's movement forward. As much as you'd like to, perhaps you two were just too different, because this is someone that's actively wanting to pursue and find their person. This is not about reconnection. I mean, it could be, on the off chance, it could be that they're going to want to take the leadership position and restore stability and security. But look, we've got the Magician here and the King of Wands here. This is about you two kind of doing your own thing and restoring stability for yourself, and both of you adjusting to a new normal. So I don't think this is about, it's like, okay, I can't seem to find the right words. Well, that doesn't mean like, well, I'll help you. I'll just say anything. No. That is not that. And this, that's good because you need to process as well. So yeah, no interacting right now. Okay, what else for it, Libra? 2 cards, please. Snapshot, Libra. 2 cards, snapshot, Libra. Yeah, someone just felt like they finally got their footing in this, regarding this marriage, and their disappointment and their sadness and their grief, and regarding the marriage. I mean, we've got this soulmate connection in the marriage here. And they're like, I can't do anything. There's nothing to be done. I'm just going to, pick myself up and move on. So that's kind of where their head's at right now. Libra. Okay, all right. So this is a snapshot of what's going on. It kind of just encapsulates everything. It's not predictive. This is a lot of emotion regarding your significant other. This is feeling intuitively connected to them. That's what this High Priestess could speak to also. That intuitive psychic link, somebody's still on your mind, you still feel them, you're still connected. This is intuition, romance, feelings, emotions. Probably the component to this also is feelings being honored or recognized or reciprocated. So that, again, we got the 2 of Pentacles twice here and the 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. This is there could have been issues of balance and reciprocity in this relationship with your significant other, and especially just recognizing your feelings and being respectful and honoring those as well. Both of you seem to be pretty heartsick about this. Okay, all right, Libra, I wish it was better news. I'm sorry. I hope you continue to process. I know it's no picnic, but you're right where you're supposed to be. You're right where you're supposed to be. So no doing anything. You just do you right now. Okay, I wish you luck with this. I thank you for stopping by. Take care.